I uh I loaded up Gorilla Tag, so I wanted to see the OGK's map and what was new in the shop. Yeah, and what doing this really reminded me of was the fact that Gorilla Tag's design philosophy for its maps have changed, and I don't think a lot of them have changed for the better. I think a lot of them have been actually worse. Honestly, I didn't find Clouds that much fun originally. I still did have a little bit of fun there. Just nobody was ever in Clouds. I never got to play like an actual fun game of Clouds, and especially like Tag or Hunt was abandoned. I got like a lobby of like 2 people. Yep. But what I'm here to talk about is OG caves and then revamp caves, because revamp caves isn't like fun. Like, it's not fun in the same way that OG caves was. OG caves was fun in the way that it was suited for a lot of the game modes in the game at the time, which were casual, and I'm pretty sure it was just casual and tag. But then even when Hunt came out, it's pretty suited to that and paintball. Like, genuinely, I could see people having like a really fun game of like paintball in here if you're not messing up like I am on trying to get on the crystals. But new caves, it's just so cramped, and I get like mines. Ow. And I get like mines, but like it it doesn't feel the same way that OG Caves does. And I've been noticing this with all the new revamps coming out. Like, Clouds is just a gimmick map now. You can say what you want, I'm saying my opinion, but Clouds to me just feels like a gimmick map for the wind. Like the gliders. And then Caves doesn't even feel like a genuine map to me. It just feels it's made more towards casual. And while this one you could do a bunch of cool stuff and get away from your opponents if you know how to at least go up a wall. You don't have to be fast, you just gotta know how to go up a wall. Or even some cool stuff that can be done off like the siren or the speaker. But on like, what was that? On like OG caves, not OG, on revamp, you can't really do that. And just look at this. It's a big, wide open space, and then you go look at the new caves, and there's one big open space, and then you have a bunch of tiny, interconnected, small spaces that don't really give you a lot of opportunity to move, especially when you're getting chased. Not like OG caves, or even the maps that, even a map that hasn't even been changed drastically. Forest has gone through many changes, or many small changes that have not really changed how the map has been played, besides one where a wall was slightly changed, have a more sharp edge, and a tree was rotated, and that was about it. Now you do have like seasonal stuff, which that doesn't really change how a map plays drastically, not like a revamp would. But Forest, I can see Forest being the big deal breaker for a lot of people, especially a lot of comp players or people that make montages, like me. Especially because if Forest changes, I might like stop playing the game, because Forest is like what they use for all the marketing, and it's literally just the staple of Gorilla Tag. I'm also doing this off the top of my head, so I'm trying to think of things as I'm moving, so it's not just completely boring. But yeah, then you look at something like canyons, And you realize something, that yes, Canyons is a map they did a great revamp for. You got the ropes and the zip lines, and those are genuinely fun things to mess around with until you get someone who does nothing but ropes and zip lines, and that's the problem with beach. I'm trying to find cool segues into each part. But yeah, that's the problem with beach. People don't do anything besides go on ropes, zip lines, or fast swim. And fast swim is a skill not a lot of people have. I don't have it. So a lot of people just resort to glitches. It's either fast swim, fling on like ropes and stuff, or some people even resort to trying to find out of bounds glitches. And nobody plays beach anyways, so there's no point. And that's where we kind of go. I'm gonna cover mountains real fast. Mountains they never really had any drastic changes either. It had one, like, mountains had like one change, and that was adding like the wind fan, which honestly was a really good addition. You look at city has like not been changed besides adding the comp area and the little down area for these in the basement. Whoops, sorry. Then you look at like even basement. Basement has barely been changed. The only thing that's being changed are the posters and the little mini game you can play. Which the new entrance for the Monk Eye Maze is actually really cool. I like that. I like the drawbridge. But you go to the comp course, and comp course is way too easy. That's why people have been making videos of them.
You guys are already playing?
There's someone in my lobby. Oh boy.
Hello?
But yeah, you get that, and then you kind of just like, I don't know. You go to forest,
Hello?
and yeah, forest really hasn't been changed. And I think that had to end the recording here.